Most people haven't seen these top 10 movies on this list, or at least they haven't seen them in the way we're about to break them down today. If you're tired of the same old hero stories and you're looking for high-stakes, bone-crushing action where the women are the ones calling the shots, you've come to the right place. Kindly subscribe to Movie Voltage so we can get started with this countdown of the most lethal female leads of the modern era. Number 10. Salt. We're kicking things off with a classic that basically redefined what a female-led spy thriller could look like. Imagine working your entire life for the CIA, being one of their top-tier assets, only to have a random defector walk into your office and tell everyone that you are actually a Russian sleeper agent. That's the nightmare Evelyn Salt faces. What makes this movie so good isn't just the is she or isn't she mystery, it's the sheer physicality of the performance. She isn't just running. She's jumping off highway overpasses onto moving trucks and using everyday items like cleaning supplies to build homemade explosives in hotel rooms. The ranking for this one stays high because it feels grounded yet totally over the top at the same time. It's a relentless chase from start to finish. You're constantly questioning her loyalty while being blown away by her survival instincts. If you want a movie that never lets you breathe, this is the one to start with. It's pure high-octane adrenaline that proved women can carry a massive blockbuster just as hard as any Bond or Bourne. Number 9. Atomic Blonde. If you like your action with a side of neon lights and a killer 80s soundtrack, you need to see this. This isn't your typical polished spy movie. It's gritty, it's in just as the wall is about to fall. She's there to find a list of double agents, but everyone she meets is trying.
FBI!
You'll be part of the team.
Number 8. Sicario. This one is a bit different because it's a slow-burn tactical thriller that will make your heart crawl into your throat. It follows an FBI agent who is way out of her depth. She gets recruited for a secret government task force working on the US-Mexico border, thinking she's going to catch the bad guys by the book. Instead, she's dropped into a world of black ops, where the lines between the law and the cartels are completely blurred. She is our eyes and ears in a world that is terrifyingly dark. The action isn't about flashy kicks, it's about the tension of a traffic jam on a bridge where you know a shootout is about to explode at any second. It ranks as one of the best because of its atmosphere and the way it explores the moral cost of fighting a war with no rules. It's a haunting, intense experience that stays with you long after the credits roll, mostly because of how real the danger feels. Number 7. Wonder Woman. You can't have a list of powerful women without the Amazonian warrior herself. This movie took the world by storm because it gave us a hero who wasn't just strong, but also deeply compassionate. When she leaves her hidden island to stop a world war, she enters a landscape of mud and trenches that she doesn't understand. The famous scene where she steps out into no man's land is still one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. Watching her deflect bullets while charging across a battlefield that soldiers hadn't been able to cross for months is pure movie magic. It ranks high because it successfully blended a massive superhero spectacle with a very human heart. It's about more than just fighting. It's about a hero standing up for what's right even when the whole world tells her it's impossible. It's inspiring, visually stunning, and packed with some of the best choreographed sword and shield combat you'll ever see. Number 6. Those Who Wish Me Dead. Coming back to a more grounded survival story, we have a recent hit where the forest itself is just as dangerous as the villains. A veteran fire warden living in a remote lookout tower discovers a young boy running for his life from two professional assassins. She's already struggling with her own past trauma, but now she has to protect this kid while being hunted through the Montana wilderness. To make matters worse, the assassins start a massive forest fire to flush them out. The action here is desperate and tactical. It's about using the environment to survive. It ranks as a top recommendation because it puts the lead character in a position where she has to be smarter, not just stronger than her enemies. The tension of hiding in a lightning storm while assassins circle your tower is incredible. It's a great mix of a disaster movie and a classic hitman thriller, showing that survival is the ultimate form of action. Number 5. Prey. This is easily one of the coolest movies of the last few years. It's a prequel to the famous Predator series, but set 300 years ago. A young woman in the Comanche Nation is trying to prove she can be a great hunter, but her tribe thinks she should stick to traditional roles. Everything changes when a highly advanced alien hunter lands on her territory. While the men in her tribe try to fight the alien with brute force and lose, she uses her skills as a tracker and her knowledge of the land to study her prey. It's a brilliant cat-and-mouse game where she has to use primitive tools against space-age technology. The action is raw and incredibly clever. It ranks in the top 5 because it successfully rebooted a legendary franchise by focusing on a hero who wins through observation and grit. Seeing her go toe-to-toe with a monster twice her size using only her wits and a hatchet is absolutely legendary. Number 4. The Old Guard. What if you could never die, but you've been fighting the world's battles for over 1,000 years? That's the premise here. It follows a small group of immortal mercenaries who have spent centuries protecting humanity from the shadows. The lead is the oldest of them all, a woman who is so tired of fighting that she's starting to lose her will to live. The action is a fascinating mix of ancient weaponry and modern tactical gear. Since they can't die, they take risks that would be suicidal for anyone else, which leads to some of the most creative fight scenes in recent memory. It ranks high for its unique concept and the emotional weight of its characters. It explores what it actually feels like to be a warrior for eternity. The chemistry between the team and the brutal, fast-paced combat makes this a must-watch for anyone who wants a fresh take on the action genre. Number 3. Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie is a total wild card that ended up being one of the greatest films ever made. It's about a struggling laundromat owner who discovers that she is the only one who can save the entire multiverse. To do it, she has to verse jump, tapping into the skills and memories of other versions of herself, like a version of her that is a martial arts movie star. The action is unlike anything else. It's fast, funny, and incredibly inventive, featuring fights with everything from fanny packs to office supplies. But underneath all the crazy sci-fi and the kung fu, it's a story about a mother trying to save her relationship with her daughter. It ranks this high because it proves that action can be deeply emotional and completely insane at the same time. You'll be laughing one minute and crying the next, all while watching some of the most imaginative fight choreography ever put on screen.
The darkest of angels. The question is...
Number 2. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. This is a massive, operatic epic that takes us back to the world of the wasteland. It's a prequel that shows how a young girl was stolen from her home and forced to survive in a world ruled by crazy warlords. Over the course of 15 years, she transforms herself into the legendary warrior we saw in the previous films. The movie is basically one long, incredible car chase broken up into chapters. The scale of the action is mind-blowing, hundreds of vehicles, people flying on poles, and explosions that fill the entire screen. It ranks at number 2 because it's a masterpiece of visual storytelling. The lead character barely speaks, but you feel every bit of her rage and determination through her eyes. It's a brutal, high-octane journey about revenge and the hope for a better world, and it sets the gold standard for what a modern action epic should look like.
You want to win?
Number 1. Ballerina. Taking the top spot is the newest expansion of the John Wick universe. It follows a young woman trained in the Roscaroma, the same assassin school as John Wick, who is on a mission to hunt down the people who murdered her family. If you've seen the Wick movies, you know what to expect. World-class stunts, incredible gunplay, and a style called gun fu that has changed action movies forever. What makes this number 1 is the sheer level of craft involved. The stunts are real, the fights are long and uninterrupted, and the world of assassins is as stylish and mysterious as ever. It takes everything we love about the franchise and gives it a fresh, feminine perspective. It's the ultimate payoff for fans of the genre, a movie that promises to be the most polished, intense, and satisfying action experience of the decade. It is the perfect example of how the next generation of female leads is taking over the throne. In a battle royale, would it be the immortal Andy or the unstoppable Evelyn Salt? Let me know your pick in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit that like button and share this with your fellow movie lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more rankings that keep your screen at a high voltage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.